Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another video of SolidWorks. This is a second session of the SolidWorks. In the first session, we learned about how to set up and how to select the SolidWorks sketch, how to define the dimension, how to select the units, how to do a basic shape or how to make a basic 3D design in the SolidWorks. Today we will move on to the next topic or the next section of the SolidWorks, and that is a two-part assembly, or in the SolidWorks we call it as assembly files. Okay. In order to make an assembly file, we'll need to have two or more parts of the assembly file. Let's take for example for today we'll make a normal box which has the body and the lead of the box. So we'll make the two parts and we'll learn how to assemble them in the SolidWorks. We'll learn how to save them, how to name the parts and other stuff related to it. So without making any further delays, we'll start with the SolidWorks procedure. To make the parts, it is similar, same as the way we make the single part design, or the same way we had designed the dice in the first one. So we'll start with the design. Okay, so again, file, we have to select new. There are three options as always: assembly, part and drawing. We'll make two parts first and then we'll make assembly file. So okay, we'll select part and press OK. So let it turn up. Okay. So as you can see, this is the layout of your SolidWorks plane or the SolidWorks design part. First, we'll start with sketching the box. We'll first make the base part or the body part of the box. So we'll start with it. We'll select the sketch option. Again, as always, there are three planes to sketch from. We'll select plane. Since it's a box, we'll over here center rectangle. Click on the rectangle. One thumb rule, always start your drawing or your sketch from the center of the page, which is always marked by these two arrows. So click on the center and drag. Yes. So we'll set the dimension of the box. Let's say 100 mm, enter by 150 mm. Okay. So this is the box. This is the regular shape of the box, but box has some width and there is some thickness to the box. So the outer dimension of the box are these 150 by 100. So we'll just to make the box thick or to make the wall of the box, there is an option over here, offset entities. So when we click on that, on the left side you can see the parameters, and just hover your mouse over the box. You can see the outer edges turning oranges color. That is when we click over here, all the lines would get selected. So when we click, just yes, when we click, you can see the yellow color preview lines on that. But we want the box's thickness to be inside. The outer dimension of the box are 150 100 mm. So we'll just reverse. There is an option over here to reverse. Okay, so you can see that we have created a 10 mm thick wall of the box, but we don't need that thick wall. So we'll just select these and let's say we'll keep the box thickness up to 2.5 mm. When you type 2.5 and press enter, automatically the units are converted into the mm, and you can see the yellow preview line again over here, now with the thickness of 2.5 mm. So we'll click OK, and you can see two boxes. One you can see the offset dimension already automatically being given over here. And again, click OK, go to features, extruded boss base, and you can see over here, you can see the preview of the extruded part. We will just extrude it up to, let's say, 75 mm. Okay, yes, when you press enter, you'll get the box. Now you have gotten the box, but it has no base. So if you want the base over here, just select the edge over here, or select the thickness of the wall part over here. Click on it and write sketch. Okay. So you can see the box over here. Now there is an option over here to convert entities. What does this option do is, when you have a 3D part over here, you can see that there are edges, these edges. So you can get the sketch of the edges by clicking on convert entities. So let's say you select all this, select the face of the edge and click on convert entities. And now you can see, you can see when you zoom in, you can see over here there is a black line, that is the sketch line of the box, and the edge of the box is getting selected. You can see over here that the line is visible. Again, go to features, go to extruded boss base, and let's the thickness of the wall was 2.5, so we'll again give the thickness the same as 2.5 mm. Enter 2.5, press enter. You can see the 2.5 mm thickness wall preview, and then just click on OK. Yes. So you can see the box body is now being made. So we'll save it as always. Go to file, or you can just simply press Ctrl S. When you press Ctrl S, you can see over here. Last time we saved our file in SolidWorks practice sessions. So here we go. You can see the last time's dice. So here it is part 1. So we'll name the part as box body, box underscore body. Okay, so this is box body, and we'll save it. Yes, you can see over here the part is being saved. Again, we need to design the lid as well. So again, go to file, select new. The lid is again a part file, so select part and press OK. Again, you will see a blank canvas to draw. Okay, again, we'll go to sketch, press on sketch options, select front plane, and you can see the center part again over here. Again, we'll click on this and we'll draw the box. Yes. Now, since the earlier, or the, let's say the dimension was 100 by 150 and the wall was 2.5 mm thick. So for now we'll now make this the same dimension, 100 by 150, 150 by 100. Okay, now you need to have a good observation. You must have seen that the normal box's lead always come out of the box, out of the body of the box. The lead is always getting covered from the outside of the box. So you need to keep in mind that when you again press the offset entities while option, click on it, select the edge. Now in the first time during the box, we made the offset from inside of the box, from the inside of the box. We did it reversed, but to make the lid we'll have to make it from the outside, since always the lid comes from outside of the box. So we'll again make it 2.5, the same thickness as the wall of the box. Enter and press OK. You can see it is over here now. Again, go to features, extruded boss base, and since the box was of 75 mm, we'll make the lead of smaller height, let's say 25 mm. 25. Yes, press enter and click OK. Again, we'll have to make the upper part of the box. Again, select the face, select sketch, convert entities. You can see over here the outer part. Go to features, extruded boss base, and make it 2.5. Press enter. Yes. Now you can see the basic lead is now being made. And again, we'll save the part, Control S. We'll name it as box underscore lead. Save. Now both the parts of the box are now being made. We'll make an assembly file out of it. Go to file, click on new, and now we have to select assembly. Click OK, and we'll get the face of the assembly line. And yes, you can see this is the interface of the assembly. Okay. On the left hand side, there is a part, or there is a option, or there is one tab where it is written as begin assembly. So in that you can see various options. Over here you can see part or assembly to insert. So in this plane we can directly insert those parts which we have already made. So, and there are various options available over here, or you can always click on browse. If these two are not your parts, you can click on browse, and the last place where you have saved your design, that will pop out. So we need to first place the box body. So we'll click on box body and press open. So you can see the box body is now visible in the plane. So we'll bring it to the approximate center of the page and just place it over here. So you can see now the box body. In order to view the box body, just press on the scroll button of your mouse, and you can rotate the box body and you can view from all the sides. Okay. Now the second part is lid. Now to insert the second part, on the top over here, there is an option to insert components. You can see an animated part over here which shows that you can insert the second part over here. So click on insert components. Again, the insert component bar comes out to the left, and you can again view the recent parts that you have saved. If they are not available over here, then click on browse. Second part was box lid. Click on box lid and press open. Yes, you can see both the parts now being placed over here. Now you can see the box is in this direction, and the lid is in the opposite direction. To turn it to the other side, you have to select over in the top over here, there is an option of move component. There is a drop down arrow, click on that, and there is an option of rotate component. Select the rotate component, click on the lead, keep it clicked or the pressed, and just turn it over like this. Yes, now you can see the lead is in the right direction, and just leave it like that. Okay, and click on OK. Yes. So now you can see the lead and box is approximately of this in the right direction. Yes. Okay. Now we have to do mate. Mate is basically joining the two objects. So in SolidWorks, when you have to join or fix two objects in reference to each other, we click on the option of mate. So we'll click on mate. Okay, so in the left hand bar, you can see various options available over here. There are advanced mates where you can do different types of mate, like belt mate or gear meshing. Then there are analysis, mechanical mates, cam mates, gear mesh, track and pinion, screw, different type of. For now, we'll just do standard mates. You can see coincident, parallel, tangent, concentric, etc. SolidWorks has a feature to automatically recognize your mate. Sometimes it may not be the mate you want, but most of the times it gives us the right mate that we want. So let's select the two. Okay, in the mate selection, you have to select the two faces, or the two parts, or the two exact positions of the part that you are selecting. So let's select the inner face over here. Click on this and the edge of the box, since we want to stick the face of the lid to this part. So we'll click it over here, and when you click it, you can see a small pop out. This symbol represent the coincident make, which we actually want to do it over here. And when we do the coincident make, we'll click on OK or just press enter. Okay, you can zoom out and see Now you can see the face of the lid is now joined to this. Okay. Now we want the inner face of the lid to be joined with the outer face of this part of the box. So we'll select the inner face as done and the outer face and click on OK. Now you can see the inner face of the lid and the outer face of the box are now joined together. Again, we want this part to stick to this part of this face of the box. So we'll click on this and we'll click on this and select OK. Now you can see the lid and the box are now completely assembled together. So all in all, this is how you create an assembly file. You'll click OK, and yes, there are no errors. You can see the box of the lid and the box and the lid are now joined together. Again, press Ctrl S. You can already see the file type or the save as type being changed to SolidWorks assembly or .asm or .sldasm extension of the file. Now rename this file to box underscore assembly. Yes, and press enter. Now you can see the box is now being assembled. Yes, so this is how you prepare a basic assembly file in SolidWorks. So we'll continue with another topic, another exciting topic, and another uh, educational topic related to SolidWorks, and we'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.